hope how the climate change will impact in this way. Climate change in two ways we can say: one, sea level rise; in other side, hazards. In the climate change, the three components are involving precipitations and winds and the precipitation, precipitation and sea level rise and the wind. So this hazard, I divide into two areas that climate change positively discuss the sea level rise. It positively impact to the sea level rise. On the other side, it is positively impact to the hazards. So sea level rise, actually in Asian region, we do not want to worry much about Arctic Ocean, but it will be indirectly affected to us. But the glaciers melting in Himalaya, that would be a factor that we have to consider in Asian context. According to the IPCC model test, Himalaya glacier melting simulation test that they are mentioning in 2015, there may be 15 to 78% meltings. With that, hydrological circle will be affected and the sea level rise will be expected. In India and Sri Lanka, it is IPCC prediction is 1 meter sea level rise. When it's come to the Bangladesh, it is 1.5 meter sea level rise to be expected. If it is happen, 17 million people going to be affected in that case. It's nearly Sri Lankan population. So with the sea level rise, so there may be two, next approach is the freshwater resource. That will be affected to the freshwater resource by low-lying areas as well as by lowering the low-lying areas, there may be impact to the freshwater resource. And other side, that it will impact to the marine population because of the temperature changes, as well as that will impact to the agriculture. So then the food security will be impacted. So other side, the hazards, the social disturbances will come, pandemic and epidemic. The latest pandemic which we now west of Africa was discovered with Ebola. Now the regional peripheral countries are experiencing huge migration patterns. With all these inundation of land with the sea level rise, it will come to the huge immigration pattern, and with the low level of freshwater resource, the drought will be impact to the immigration, and other side social disturbances will impact to the migration, So migration is, we have to consider that this is involuntary migration. This is not voluntary migration, and that will impact to the conflict. So in maritime security context, there may be four factors that will affect with the maritime security: the illegal migration, resilience, freshwater resilience, and climate resilience. Because with the freshwater, that Sri Lanka, the Indian freshwater capacity, India now it's around 1,800 per capita water availability, and it is expected to be cubic meters. It is expected to be decreased up to 1,000 cubic meters per capita water capacity. Tamil Nadu is one of the highest impacted area in India, that is closer to Sri Lankan water. And illegal fishing that we have a problem with resource sharings with marine resource sharing with neighbors, so that will be again impacted. Piracy, that we have not been experiencing piracy in our water, but the Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean after Second World War, we have there have been incidents. So with the southeast corner of Sri Lanka, we have the world busiest fishing harbour, world busiest traffic separation scheme. So more than 100 ships passing through the area, so there may be possibility to impact with the piracy. And finally, disasters with the sea level rise. The most important factor that scientists are talking about, the storm surge and cyclones. So cyclone threats and storm surge will be coming out. So this is the area that I want to show in Sri Lankan, that Indian Ocean region. So Sri Lanka, you can see small island in the many very important place that I would like to mention, that is like it's like a ship anchored in Indian Ocean. So it is having its movements and everything, and that is good place to have a climatic research hub. So finally, I'm going to make a recommendation. Sri Lanka Navy and Coast Guard has to address the gaps in communication and domain awareness, search and rescue, and environmental observation, keeping more sustainable partnership with international partners. And second, need to train about Sri Lanka, the naval forces need to train about coastal mitigation perception as we are doing now, and that mitigation will help to increase the awareness and education that will automatically help to community-based awareness. And third, that Sri Lanka Navy have to test the potential inundations and vulnerabilities of naval installations and to keep the operational readiness. And Navy need to determine the surveillance systems, intelligence, and platform sensors to counter the future threats. And two things, and this is what the last thing, that freshwater will become a major scarcity resource that we may demand civil war in future, so it has to be rationed, and so Navy has to train or involve with the rationing system of freshwater in Sri Lanka, because up to now thousands of tons of freshwaters are discharging to sea without using it. Not even Sri Lanka, most of the Asian and global countries. This is becoming the most valuable resource in 21st century. Thank you very much.